All praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wawakakodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you true, sincere brethren out there, pushing out this purified truth, cleansing this wicked, defiled kingdom with this word, and to the rest of the church who believe as well. The water to Yahweh Shai, because without him, none of this would even be possible. Psalms 58 and 10. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. Who are the righteous? The righteous are the elect of the nation of Israel. And the elect of the nation of Israel are going to rejoice when they see the vengeance on the so-called white man, being Esau. The 2/3, well, a lot of them, I can't say all of them, but a lot of the 2/3, a vast majority of them, they love the so-called white man, although he has nothing but hatred towards us. They're really good at being nice and being two-faced. Just like a snake, you might see a snake sitting in a corner, acting all humble, and then the second you turn your back, all of a sudden the snake strike you, and then you soon about to die from poison. So the so-called white man, he's patient in his wickedness. He doesn't always strike you right away. Sometimes he'll just lay off in the cut and just plot on you, think evil of you. And if the so-called white man don't hate you, get with one of his daughters and see what he says. When we see these devils go down, we are going to be happy. And the Lord's actually going to make us partakers right alongside with him to bring these devils down. And the elites, okay, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, DuPont, and all the rest of the 13 families, which I named 3 of them, they're going head first into slavery. And once that happens, guess what? The righteous, the elect, we're going to rejoice. We are going to be happy. We ain't going to shed no tears of sadness. We're going to shed tears of joy. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. Because there's going to be so much bloodshed. Just like if there was a puddle and a person had dirt on their feet, and if that was a clean puddle, so to speak, and you put your feet in there to clean your feet off, well, there's going to be so much blood that our feet are going to be covered in blood. Okay? Verse 11, so that a man shall say, verily, there is a reward for the righteous. Verily, he is a power that judgeth in the earth. So there is a reward for the righteous, although the righteous catch hell. The righteous are going through hell and back. There actually is a reward. You just have to hold patient to that. Because a real man, he would want to see the fall of his enemies. Okay, and that's according to the Apocrypha, which is a part of the scriptures. Okay. Let's go to the book of Ezekiel. (25 and 12). Thus saith the Lord power, because that Edom, who is the wicked, hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and hath greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. So evil is coming towards Edom. The Heavenly Father, Yahweh, his son Yahweh Shai, the holy angels, the elect men of the nation of Israel, which right now we call them the hopeful elect because we don't really know who, but we get an idea, have a hatred towards Edom, man. The elect are not going to join hand in hand with these devils. And if they are joined hand in hand with what you would think as an Edomite, they're probably an Israelite. Okay? A lot of you people are carnal. You're looking at this thing as color. We never said all white people. Okay? It's not all white people. It's you so-called white people. We say that because primarily Esau would be what you would know as the so-called white man today. Okay? The pale people, the pinkish people, the reddish people. Okay? The majority of them are Edomites. But you also have dark-skinned Edomites, which means you have Edomites who look like Africans, Edomites who look like so-called African Americans, Edomites who look like so-called Arabians, Edomites who look like so-called East Indians. You're going to have Edomites with melanin even. So this goes beyond skin complexion. But primarily, yes, the so-called white man is the biblical Edomite because that's how Edom started. Esau started out as a so-called white man, and his people today primarily are the so-called white people. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to cut them off after they serve 1,000 years of slavery for all the evil that they've done unto the children of Israel. Now, when you look at King David didn't love these devils, man. King David actually had Edomites in slavery. Let's see. I'll read 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. Race wars are coming, man. You're literally going to see these devils getting their asses whooped and even put to death during the time of race wars. And when that time happens, the elect, we're going to be sitting back, man. We're going to be chilling. We're going to be drinking wine, laughing, while the 2/3 of our people get down with the so-called white man. Now, not saying some of the elect men won't be involved, because if an Edom might run up on you, you're not just going to let them do something to you. You're going to get physical. But for the most part, we're going to be sitting back just watching prophecies come to pass. The scriptures tell you how the Lord is going to show his vengeance through his people. But for the elect, he told us to wait on him. And I will lay vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord power. Okay? So these devils are going to know that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai was never with them. King David didn't even like you devils, man. King David had a perfect hatred with you Edomites. Okay? Let's see. And we get this one first. This is 2 Chronicles 25 and verse 11. And Amaziah strengthened himself and led forth his people and went to the valley of Salt and smote of the children of Sire, speaking of Edomites, okay, Mount Sire, which is also synonymous for Edom, 10,000. So Amaziah, he killed 10,000 Edomites. And other 10,000 left alive did the children of Judah carry away captive. So you had 10,000 put to death, and you had 10,000 reserved just for slavery. And that same thing is going to happen here in these last days. You're going to have a lot of Edomites getting put to death during the time of Jacob's trouble. But then those who survive, they're going to be thrown headfirst into slavery. Damn. Let me read this again. And the other 10,000 left alive, which is the other half, did the children of Judah carry away captive. So there was a time where Negroes actually had so-called white slaves. There was a time where the tribe of Judah had Edomites as slaves. Okay? And brought them unto the top of the rock and cast them down from the top of the rock, that they were all broken in pieces. So Amaziah was throwing Edomites off of mountains, man, off of cliffs. Okay? And then watching them drop to the point that they're breaking in pieces, blood splattering everywhere, man. That's a deep hatred. Okay? But King David was also slaying Edomites. And the scriptures tell you how King David was a man after the Lord's heart. You can find that in Acts. Let's get that. Acts 13 and 22. And when he had removed him, he raised unto them David to be their king, to whom also he gave testimony, and said, I have found David, the son of Jesse, a man after mine own heart, which shall fulfill all my will. So David was a man after Yahweh's heart. Okay? He was totally in sync with the mind of Yahweh. So the things that King David did in his righteousness was all a reflection of the thoughts of Yahweh. Okay? And King David himself had a hatred for these devils. So for our people who want to join hand in hand with our enemy, that is because you are the enemy. Okay? Let's get that right quick. John 8:44, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. And who's the devil? The devil is anyone who follows after the ways of Esau. But mainly Esau is the devil on earth today. Esau is the devil, but then you have other nations and also Israelites who can be devils as well. But Esau is the devil manifested on earth, who follows after spiritual demon, Satan, the devil. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, going back to Cain, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. So there you go, man. Those of our people who follow after the ways of Esau is because they are of Esau. They are basically spiritual Edomites, man. 2/3 of our people are of their father, the devil. Proverbs 11:21, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. So you might have Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, including the confusion of faces, who are joined hand in hand with these Edomites and the rest of these other heathen nations, thinking that they can save them, thinking that they're buddy. You're going to find out the Lord has a severe hatred with Esau and the rest of these nations. He's not dealing with them. He's only dealing with the nation of Israel. So just because you're an Israelite, you might be an Issacharite, and you claim that your best friend's an Edomite, well, you're not going to save that Edomite. He's still going to die, regardless of how much mercy you want to have on this devil, this punk. The Lord is going to put the spirit on his people, and he's going to put the spirit on Edomites to clash. And there's going to be a race war as a whole. It's not just going to be Israelites and Edom. You're going to see Ishmaelites versus East Indians versus Moab, the Chinese man, and so on. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. So though hand join in hand, the wicked will not go unpunished. And although you're joining hand with them, trying to save them, what's going to happen to you? This is Isaiah 13:15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through. Everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So anyone who's sticking up for the so-called white man in that day, you're going to be put to death too, man. Those of you thinking the so-called white man is this great prince, thinking he's honest, he's this nice, understanding creature, you're deceived and you're wrong. And you're going to have to find that out the hard way if you're not of the elect. Okay? Everyone. It doesn't say some. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. And who are going to be the ones to do it? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and he's also going to use the holy angels, and he's also going to use his angels here on earth. Because see, right now his angels are just preaching the word, and through this word the end will come. Okay? Just like through this word everything became, through this word the ending is coming. Okay? And it's found in the word how the Lord's men are going to become hunters. Jeremiah 16:16, behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill, out of the holes of the rocks. So right now we're fishing for our people, the elect of the nation of Israel. And after all of our people are woken up, the Lord's going to close down the internet. Okay? He's going to shut down YouTube. He's going to cut off the access of this truth. He's going to allow all hell to break loose. And then after a set time, he's going to give his men that spiritual power to have them going around the world putting people to death. Okay? Whether you're an Israelite who's joined hands with the devil, or whether you're an Edomite, or whether you're another heathen, whoever is left in that day, you're either going to be put to death or you're going to be thrown in slavery. Okay? So right now we're fishing. That's why the scriptures tell you in Ecclesiastes, which I can get that. The scriptures tell you in Ecclesiastes how there's a time and a season for everything. Ecclesiastes 3:1, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. So right now we're not going around doing nothing. We're not going around killing nobody. We ain't going around smiting our enemies. We're not doing that. We're waiting on the Lord to do something. And then once the Lord gives us that power, then it's green light. Right now, we're like dogs on a leash, man. We're like a bunch of pit bulls who are on a leash. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has us on a leash. All right, we're not just a bunch of punks and cowards, man. All right, but the Lord has us under control where we don't lose it and snap on you people now. So we ain't going to do nothing. You don't have to worry about that. Okay? Ecclesiastes 3:8, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. And right now is not the time of peace. All right? Right now we're in the time of war. This ain't the time of peace. Israel got everything all jacked up, man. What's that? Is that Hosea or is it Amos? Let me try Hosea first. Yep. Hosea 9:1. Rejoice not, O Israel, for joy is other people. For thou hast gone a whoring from thy power, thou hast loved a reward upon every corn floor. So this ain't the time to be rejoicing. If you're going to rejoice, rejoice at the fact this kingdom is going down. Rejoice at the fact that the nation of Israel is about to be exalted. You're about to see the so-called white men and these other nations and the 2/3 all get punished right before your own very eyes, man. The same ones who was rejecting you, scoffing you, talking behind your back, thinking evil of you on things you didn't even know about, the Lord is going to judge them in front of your eyes. Okay? But at this point of time, you shouldn't be in that party state of mind. We should be separating from our enemies, man. The scriptures tell us to separate from our enemies. You shouldn't be, happy to be around Edomites, man. Being around Edomites should vex your spirit, man. And if not, I don't know what the hell wrong with you. Okay? It should vex your spirit. Yeah, we have to do what we have to do in our daily lives or whatever. But at the same time, being around Edomites for a long period of time, that shit should vex your spirit. We have to be in the world, so the Lord didn't take us out the world. We do have to live in it. We have to bear these things. But at the same time, you shouldn't be in that happy-go-lucky Israelite spirit, man. Looking at the devil like he your friend, like he your buddy. Looking at the devil as something you want to be like. Okay? Rejoice not, O Israel, for joy is other people. Speaking of the heathen. Don't rejoice like these heathen. For thou hast gone a whoring. So you've been messing up. You've been committing idolatry. From your power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Thou hast loved a reward upon every corn floor, just like a hoe. A hoe who has a husband, but here you are sleeping behind your husband's back for a reward from other men. Okay? Time for us to wake the hell up, man. Our power is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, not the so-called white man. Not these idols. Not money. But Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So Lord willing, this lesson was simple and edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.